Some tax advisors are cautioning get your taxes done early to thwart conniving identity thieves.
Make sure that you know for which deductions you qualify. Tiana DeQuano reports there's a price for not knowing.
I think it's penny wise and pound foolish not to get an expert to help you, unless you're doing just a basic short form.
John Nealand is a tax advisor who gives out advice throughout the year on what people need to do to save on their taxes. Next week, the Louisiana Department of Revenue starts accepting the 2014 individual income tax returns.
Most people won't have all the forms needed by then anyway, but remember, with all the cuts in the budget, it's going to take longer to get those refunds out also.
One reason Nealand suggests filing as soon as possible. The IRS is predicting a busy season and says you'll probably wait longer for refunds because it will take longer to process paperwork due to budget cuts, hiring freezes, and cuts to overtime. The state's collection agency has said it will start processing on February 3rd, meaning refunds will be issued around the 24th. Filing electronically, refunds will take 21 days. Paper returns mean a wait of 8 to 10 weeks. To people preparing their own taxes, Nealand says make sure you know what you're doing, especially this year when some people will be required to address their health care status. Part of the provision under the Affordable Health Care Act will require those who purchase health insurance through the marketplace to fill out special forms from the IRS. And that also includes other deductions he says some people do not take, like claiming work-related expenses, such as working from home.
Probably the biggest thing you find is they did the return, but they didn't understand what they could deduct and didn't, so they paid more tax than otherwise would have, but they never knew. Because the IRS are going to call you up and say, gee, you could have done this differently.
Above all, he says when you do file, particularly if you e-file, make sure it's from a secure personal computer. Last year, identity thieves stole names and social security numbers, which left victims waiting months for returns. According to a report by the U.S. Accountability Office, the IRS paid more than $5 billion to thieves posing as taxpayers. Tiana DeQuano, WAFB 9 News.
Wow. The Treasury Department says the average refund last year was close to $2,700. Now, that's not small change. Advisors say have a plan for the money before you get it so you don't blow it all at once.